Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Brent and in today's video we are going to be going over the M1 Finance application, which allows you to invest, spend, and borrow all in one place. I've had a bunch of questions both from friends and family and from viewers, subscribers as far as how to get started in the stock market. So I wanted to go ahead and create a quick video going over the M1 Finance platform, why I think it's a great platform for brand new investors, and just how to go about it, because I've been using this platform for the past 3 years and I think it's a really great platform for brand new investors just getting their toes into the market. So with that said, if you are brand new to the channel, have not yet subscribed, go down below, hit the red button to subscribe, make it gray, hit the bell to be notified every time we release a brand new video, and of course give this video a thumbs up, make it blue, and let's go ahead and get into the video. If there are any questions at any time that you have in your head that kind of pop up, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section below, and in an upcoming video we'll go ahead and hammer out those specific questions that come up from this video. So let's go ahead and cover what is M1 Finance, and it is a all-in-one platform that allows you to invest, borrow, and spend in one place. Now I only use M1 Finance for the investment portion, but I really do think that it does offer some really good rates if you're looking to borrow or just have a savings account. So the investing portion we'll go ahead and discuss really quickly. Customization on M1 Finance. As far as building your portfolio, initially when you start up your account, you'll have access to choosing a taxable account, which is you'll be able to pay taxes or have taxes, or you'll be able to pay taxes on your capital gains or have tax deductions taken from your capital losses. Joint account, you and your wife or spouse will be able to set up an account which you guys can both watch. Retirement accounts, you can have an IRA, which allows you to have tax deductions on the calendar year, and then at the end of 60 you'll pay taxes on your capital gains and dividends. The Roth IRA, you pay taxes now so that after 60 your capital gains and dividends are tax-free. SEP IRA can be set up for businesses, and you can roll over existing 401k plans, etc. from your work into your retirement accounts here on the platform. Trust account, you can set up an investment account that you can for your trust, and you can begin to put other investments into it. Now, once you've set up your account, depending on what type of account you want to have, generally it's taxable or Roth IRA or IRA, one of those. You'll customize your portfolio. On M1 Finance, you create pies. Inside of these pies, you can have individual stocks, you can have ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, and you just kind of build your pie. And if you want to invest $25 into your account every week, you can do that because M1 Finance allows you to invest in both stocks and ETFs with fractional shares. So if you only want to get started every week or every month with $25, M1 Finance allows you to do that really quick and easy using fractional shares. Plus, the platform has automated investing features. So once you've created your account, you've chosen the account you want to begin funding, you can go in there, set up a automatic weekly or monthly schedule to deposit money from your bank account into M1 Finance. Then you can have the automated investing feature turned on, where it'll go and buy those stocks based off your target percentages automatically for you. So if you start your account in January, you invest $25 every week. Over a month, that's $100, and you kind of forget about it until June. That's 6 months where you invested $100. That's $600. You log in June, you take a look at your account, and you see that you've been invested this whole time. The portfolio is up 10%. And you've made dividends during this time frame. Dividends are payments that companies pay their investors for being invested in them. So it kind of gives you a happy feeling from that. And M1 Finance during that whole time has been automatically withdrawing and invested in stocks regardless of where they're at in the market. If they're up, if they're down, it automatically dollar cost average for you dynamically by rebalancing your portfolio every time you buy. So that is the investing portion. Borrowing, I think the rates start off at 3.5%, but if you're in their plus program, you can get rates as low as 2%. I don't use their borrowing feature, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot on it, but I have seen other investors out there and people here on YouTube using the borrow feature. Their debit card is actually pretty decent. This is a essentially a checking savings account where they offer you a debit card to use. When you do use their debit card, you earn 1% when you spend and 1% when you don't, when you sign up for M1 Plus. That language there is a little bit confusing, but it's a digital bank with 1% annual percent yield. So whatever cash you have sitting in the account, you can get 1% on that cash that's sitting there in your account. So that's actually a higher annual percent yield than most other bank accounts that I know out there right now. Most of them, like Ally, CIT Bank, Marcus, all offer about a 0.5% annual percent yield. So this is more than double what they currently offer. So that is the M1 Finance invest, borrow, and spend areas. I don't think that their plus feature is worth it. Plus, it's a charging factor. You pay $125 and you do get a couple additional perks, such as having 2% loans, so you get that 1.5% reduction. You get an afternoon trading window, you get some smart transfers set up. Looks like you have some extra features onto your spend account. But all in all, $125 I don't believe is worth it. Maybe if it was $20 or $25, it may potentially be worth it, but it's definitely not worth it for those smaller accounts. Now, once you have set up your account and chosen the type of account you want to open, you'll go in here into your investment tab, into your bank connection, and you'll want to set up a bank. In this case, I already set up my bank already, as we've been on the platform for the past 3 years. Here, next, you'll want to go onto your transfers and you'll want to begin funding your account with some fresh money. Go into Move Money, and you can either set up a one-time transfer, or in most cases, I would suggest investors start with a recurring transfer of at least $25. Why $25? Well, on M1 Finance's main page right here, if you're looking to automatically invest or just, initiate an investment, you need at a minimum $25 sitting in your cash balance. So this is why here in your money, when you're setting up a schedule, I would suggest at a minimum have $25. That way you can invest, you can set M1 Finance to automatically invest or invest for yourself. Next, you're going to go ahead and choose from your bank account to the specific account that you've opened on the platform. In this case, we have a Roth IRA. And depending when you're watching this video, in 2021, you can still make contributions for 2020 up until you file your taxes, or, depending on your account, if you have an IRA, as soon as you file your taxes for 2020, you can't really contribute for 2020 unless you don't want those deductions from contributing to your IRA. But if you contribute to a Roth IRA, you can contribute to a Roth IRA up until, I believe, June or July, and for the prior year. In this case, we're going to go ahead and select the current year, and we're going to go ahead and select on a weekly basis. I think, pay yourself every week $25. That's a really good goal to get started. When you go out for lunch, when you go out for dinner, you spend $25. This is paying yourself for your future, and that I like to have my weekly deposit set up on Friday. That way, everything is settled and ready to go either by Friday or Monday, when the stock market is generally at its best to begin buying. And then here we can go ahead and hit continue, and you'll be able to confirm that schedule of $25 from your bank account to the specific account that you set up for the current year, and it's going to happen every single Friday. And here you would just kind of confirm it. And in this case, I've been using this platform already, so I already have a schedule set up. So if you're like me, which, if you're watching this and have a pause schedule, all you would need to do is go into your rules, select your rule that you had set up, enable it. If you need to edit it, you can do so. Now, M1 Finance, we currently have this auto investment feature turned off just because we weren't depositing any money into this account, so I just kind of turned it off. And plus, we like to be a little bit active. So if you're starting your account on M1 Finance and you set up your account by choosing to add stocks into your portfolio, you may want to have this auto investment feature turned on, depending on if you want M1 Finance to invest for you, or off if you want to invest for yourself. In most cases, as a brand new investor, you may want to just have it on, set up a weekly deposit, get started with some stocks by creating your pie. You can go through here and actually create multiple pies. If you want to take a look at some of the stocks here, let's go ahead and go to create a pie. let's go ahead and select some of these stocks right up top, just as we're doing right now. And we're going to go ahead and add these into a pie. If you're doing research, you can see that this stock, or this pie that we just generated really quickly, has had market returns over the past 1 year of 142%, 3 years 252%, and 5 years 516%. So here you can kind of play around with what investments you want to have in your account. Remember that past performance doesn't dictate future performance. So you might say that these stocks have generated 500% over the past 5 years, but the future isn't set. These same stocks might go down in the future from where they're currently at. And I think that is everything that we kind of cover in this company. Here you can take a look at stocks, you can take a look at funds within your account, and you can take a look at your pies. So more than likely, you'll be putting together your account based on either individual stocks or funds. In most cases, as a brand new investor, I would highly suggest starting with VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, which has, I think it's, anywhere from, I think it's 2,000 or 4,000. Oh, there it is, right there. Right there in between. So it has 3,587 holdings, meaning that it's a very diversified fund. Or you could start with the S&P 500, which has about 513 holdings. So it really just depends on your preference. Take a look at their performance over the past 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Take a look at their expense ratio, which is how much it costs you to hold that fund, 0.03%. You won't ever see it come out of your account, but it's really cheap to own these ETFs. And you kind of leave the weight off of you and stress, because instead of having to go through and buy individual stocks, do research on them prior to buying them, you can just kind of buy a fund, have automated investing turned on. It'll deposit money into your M1 Finance account. It'll buy the ETF, and you'll be able to invest every single week for the year on your plan automatically. You won't even have to touch it. It'll just be doing it for you. And 3 years from now, you'll be having the performance, on average, the S&P 500 view has a return of 7 to 10%. So that's just, if you're looking for the average return of 7 to 10%, that's still better than what you would make, in a stock, in a money market account, in a high yield savings account. So regardless, you should be investing in your future by starting off with an ETF, and then as you begin to do your research and learn how to research single stocks, maybe dive into a few single stocks as well, adding them into your pie on the M1 Finance platform. So with that said, hopefully the video wasn't too long and you guys did enjoy it. If you have any questions that have popped up during this video, let me know down in the comment section below. But otherwise, if you are brand new to the channel, have not yet subscribed, go down below, hit the red button to subscribe, make it gray, hit the bell to be notified every time we release a brand new video, and of course, give this video a thumbs up, make it blue, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you have any questions, drop them below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.